Well, here's something I didn't quite expect. Another border wall on the northern border. Well, it looks like northern illegal border crossings are on the rise now. Western Journal reports that the number of people apprehended along the U.S. border with Canada is now continuing to climb. That's according to newly released statistics from U.S. Customs and Border Protection. Take a look.
It's beautiful, rugged, and foreboding. Our forgotten northern border. It's here in Vermont where we joined U.S. Customs and Border Protection to best understand why an increasing number of migrants come to Canada to enter the U.S. illegally. All Mexican nationals need is a $300 airline ticket and a $7 Canadian entry fee.
Does Canada make things more difficult for you because it's so simple for somebody from Mexico to fly to Canada without the need of a visa?
It's definitely an area that can be exploited.
While the raw numbers are small compared to the southern border, new government statistics illustrate a trend. A 91% increase in the number of undocumented migrants captured along the U.S.-Canada border. A 232% increase on the icy, treacherous Vermont-Quebec border.
As we sit out here today, it's about 8 degrees right now, and we have a lot of snow. So this is not favorable conditions for anybody to be walking around out here in the middle of the night.
And yet people try it.
They absolutely try it.
The northern border is twice the length of the southern border. Agents up here rely heavily on technology, like cameras feeding live pictures into command centers.
A camera monitors this border crossing from Canada into the United States. But agents say some of their best surveillance comes from residents who call when they see something that just doesn't look right.
You can spot people that don't look like the normal people you see.
What about a need for a wall?
That is for somebody above my pay grade to decide.
The forgotten border, for some, now an illegal gateway into the United States. Kerry Sanders, NBC News, Derby.
I like how he answered that question. He's like, a wall? Yeah, he's like, that's above my pay grade. Well, apparently they state here, statistics from the fiscal year that ended last September 30th show that 4,316 people were apprehended near the more than 5,500-mile border last year, up from 3,027 in the year 2017, and also that was up from 2,283 in the year 2016. Of the 2018 total, 963, or about 22%, were apprehended after illegally crossing the border from Canada, a figure that is a subset of a larger number, which includes people apprehended by border agents inside the United States near the Canadian border, who authorities were unaware of how they actually entered the country. The northern border numbers are tiny compared to the southern border, where just under 400,000 individuals were apprehended in fiscal 2018. The Border Patrol sector, that includes much of upstate New York, Vermont, and New Hampshire, accounted for more than half of the people along the entire border who entered illegally from Canada. In the 2018 fiscal year, 548 people were apprehended along the nearly 300-mile stretch of the border, known to the Border Patrol as the Swanton sector. That figure is more than 3 times higher than the 165 people apprehended in 2017, which was slightly lower than the 214 people picked up in 2016. So people are just doing whatever they can to get into this country illegally, jumping in front of those who are waiting in line to get here and do it the right way. So it is certainly a problem, and clearly the greater problem is on the southern border. But let's not forget our neighbor to the north, with the porous border there, the biggest border. Comment below. We'll see you at the next report. For the Next News Network, I'm Gary Franchi. I hope you enjoyed that report. Now it's time to have a serious conversation. What would you do if disaster strikes? Is your family ready? Earthquakes, hurricanes, grid failure, the Middle East war spiraling out of control. These are all real threats. So do not delay, okay? I don't want your family to perish in a disaster. Go to preparewithgary.com right now to prep your family if disaster strikes. Do not be caught off guard. You will regret not getting the survival food that I trust for my family at preparewithgary.com. Head on over there right now. The link is right below. For the Next News Network, I'm Gary Franchi. Thank you for watching that report. If you want more, subscribe to the channel by clicking on the Next News Network logo right here. You can also watch our latest news reports by clicking here, or you can get the latest breaking news by clicking here, or the most viral news on the channel, the news that Hillary and Obama hate, right here.